From the new home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Mike Soroka gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Soroka has a chance to be a really good pitcher. You're talking about raw stuff. A big dude, too, with great leverage. Throws the ball on a downhill plane, upper to mid-90s fastball. Good, hard-breaking ball. I see him as a really premier starting pitcher down the road. Another in the list of long guys that we see in the game right now. Power arms, all he's lacking is experience.
Stepping up now, Anthony Rizzo. He will lead this one off today. First delivery to him on the way. And we are underway from SunTrust Park as the first pitch of the afternoon misses, taken for ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball two. Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2. And now look out as that runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of, so now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
Stepping up to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
The 2-0. The swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And the 2-1. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Rizzo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Acuña's there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. he'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Settling in now, Javier Baez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's set and the pitch. Line drive, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Runners are at first and third, one away. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Another one sent foul. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Line drive to center field. Acuna is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with two away now.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. No. Too high, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike. 2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Runners on first and third, two away. Popped him up. Donaldson is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand a couple. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Jon Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Now Lester's 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos waits on it. 1 out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, man, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. This guy hit over 300 last year, and, man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. His past history against Jon Lester. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
No strike.
And he misses again. 2-0.
2-0 to count.
Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
That's in there. 3-1.
3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1 up.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Not close. It's 2-0. Two and 1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now. So if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a liner. Foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Atlanta, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Wilson Contreras.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Jason Hayward.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0. That's a strike.
2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
No score here as we play inning number 2. A bouncer to the left side. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Nick Markakis.
First delivery to him on the way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Ender Inciarte. His past history against Jon Lester. He's got 1 hit in 16 tries. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Inciarte is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Fouled off. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a liner. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, Dansby.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Flowers is off at first with 2 away. Two 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
No strike.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. 2 out with the man at first. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Braves strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. So here now is the pitcher, Jon Lester, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch on its way. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Now the 0-2 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Nick Castellanos now 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Albies brings it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping into the box, Mike Soroka. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Mike Soroka.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. (1-1) on its way from Lester.
Ball
a little bit outside. 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos is there, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 13. Ronald Acuna.
So 1 gone for the Braves here in the third, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And he struck him out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is Contreras. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
He saw his partner in crime go deep the previous bat and thought, hey, I want to get some of that. And that's just what he did. Back-to-back homers, doing it in style.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Lester gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 3 innings complete. The Braves lead it 2-0. Now at the plate, Javier Baez, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Strike taken, good bender on the outside there.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
The 1-1 is strike 2, swinging.
1-2.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Again, a 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And here's Here's a curveball looked at. Strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. So one away here in the Chicago fourth. And into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant. First offering on its way. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for a hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
From the belt, the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bryant, base runner at first with 1 out. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Full count. 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. Another full count pitch on its way. Hopped up. Swanson is under it. 2 gone.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
In now, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes, 1-0. Popped him up. Flowers has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right. Thanks, Heidi. So striding forward now, Nick Markakis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
Hey, big curveball right there. He's able to steal a strike. I don't blame the batter one bit. That looked out of the zone, out of the hand, but he was able to drop it in at the top of the strike zone.
This is line to left, and Markakis has got himself a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high. But you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs.
Catcher,
Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a
Lauer.
nice line drive.
Standing in now, Tyler Flowers. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Cutter low, 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Schwarber. He's got it one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The pitcher, number 40, Mike Soroka.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Mike Soroka. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. Markakis over at second. Inciarte on at first with 2 down. Line drive to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They're up 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat. This ball will be chopped foul. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
A little roller toward the hole. Albies scoops it up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jason Heyward.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Heyward. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Heyward tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Comes again, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Stepping in now, John Lester. Popped him up. Flowers moving to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. In for strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in once again, Ozzie Albies. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Here comes the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. There's one. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Lester into his motion. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Fastball well outside.
1 ball, no strike.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. On its way is pitch number 75. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Braves go down without a whimper here, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First delivery to him on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Playing 11, 1 ball, 1 strike.
One and one, here it comes. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Acuna facing back to the track. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. And that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Well, How do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
The right fielder.
Into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far. Well, you know what?
Now
good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's set. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. The 1-2 just hung in there on that one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Another 1-2 delivery. Hit in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now batting, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. The 1-0. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Two pitch is fouled away. Castellanos on second. Baez is over at first with one away. Another try at 2-2. In the dirt here. Throw to third. And this is behind him at third as that'll head down the line in left field. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
That was just great awareness out there on the base pass. He bolts for third the instant the ball skips away, but he keeps his eye behind the plate all the way. And when he sees they're having trouble with it, he rockets home to score. Love that aggressiveness.
The 3-2 one more time. Now this is popped up behind the plate for Flowers. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Sean Newcomb, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
Number 15, Sean Newcomb.
Wilson Contreras will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Now the 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 0-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run, 1 error, and a runner left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Josh Donaldson, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Josh Donaldson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Fouled away. 1-1 on its way from Lester. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Nick.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Markakis. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Now to the plate, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time up. Lester's ready. First pitch on its way. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Now Lester's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
0-2 now from Lester. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The next 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
No.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Full count to Ender Inciarte. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here at SunTrust Park, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Now the 1-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And they have taken the lead. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D, when we got up this morning for this day game here, we were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
The pitcher.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
In now, John Lester, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0, and now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down, and this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Newcomb is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The first baseman, number 44,
Anthony Rizzo will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First offering on its way. Changeup called strike 1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Hayward leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Playing 12, 1-2.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Soft liner towards first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
the right fielder, number 6, Nick Castellanos.
Now in the box, Nicholas Castellanos, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Two outs here with a runner at third. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
3-0 to him now. Here's the 3-0. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And he fouls this one off. Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. And Chicago's taking a 3-2 lead. In now, Tyler Flowers. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1-2 is the count.
The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Standing in, Dansby Swanson. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 strike.
Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Francisco Cervelli will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Francisco Cervelli.
And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. His past history against John Lester, he has an even 10 hits in 38 ABs. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hayward has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Still a 3-2 ball game. Darren O'Day has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Baez breaks from first. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But, hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Baez leads off second with nobody out. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
First offering on its way.
Ball.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
Ball. No.
And he lays off again. Ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
The 0-2 home. Way outside. 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ben Zobrist will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Ready with the 2-1. Softly hit out to short. That's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he'll lay off a slider too low. Ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is popped up, but this will land untouched. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Braves 2. There's Joe Maddon up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Brendan Morrow is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, Number 15, Brandon Morrow. Now playing second base and batting 9.
And back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Into the box now. Freddie Freeman fouled off. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's 1 for 4. The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees. Hit hard. Foul. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Donaldson, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. And that's in there for strike 1. Albies leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, runner back safely. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Here's the 0-2.
No.
And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it here 4-2. Anthony Swarzak enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Anthony Swarzak.
At the plate, Addison Russell.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman, Addison Russell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 0-1 pitch on its way. Line towards center field. Acuna is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 1 out, nobody on. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
1-1.
And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Standing in now, Nicholas Castellanos. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Your attention, please.
9th inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrel with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. So digging in now, Nick Markakis. He'll begin things against Craig Kimbrel, who tries to close the door in this one.
Markakis.
Pitch on the way. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. and it's fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Three and 2 now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard but foul. Once again, a 3-2. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
The left fielder, number 11.
Into the box,
Ender
Inciarte. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He's set, and the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Markakis on at first, nobody out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 2-2 is taken, ball 3. Tyler Flowers will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Bryant trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the line at first. To second for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Into the box, Tyler Flowers, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. fouled away. Two-run game, last of the night with 2 away. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Final strike for the Braves. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Hard on the ground towards short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Digging in, Dansby Swanson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And he strikes him out to end it here, as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrel. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
4-2 the final score today. Chicago jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. John Lester pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our